EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this one is incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Shotgun now for Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Raiders at 6-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, it's Murray. Now a short one to Gesicki. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll swing this out to Tony. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Patrick going to change the play. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a short gain here, down to the 22. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Murray now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 from the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the turnover, here's Murray. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. In motion, left comes Harvin. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That's good for 28 yards.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big... Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Pacheco. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. C.J. Ham. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it, because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. And he's going to get in for the score, and the lead now cut to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
On second down, Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Murray now running right on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. The end result, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down, goal to go. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. 82 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Las Vegas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our